Hey everyone. So, a couple days ago, scientists released their discovery on something called dark oxygen, which caught my attention because what the heck does that mean? How can oxygen even be dark? You can't even really see it, but it can't. It's just being called that because the oxygen is created by these metallic nodules that look like lumps of coal. But what it seems to do is split the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Funny enough, Andrew Sweetman, the man who discovered this phenomena with his students, actually found this back in 2013. He didn't release his findings until recently because for a while he thought that it was just a glitch with his equipment and he sent it back to the company, but it wasn't until they kept sending the equipment back saying they were fine that he realized that he may have been onto something big. Now, I found this somewhere between Mexico and Hawaii. You might be asking yourself why this even matters. That's because up until this, the only known way to produce oxygen was through photosynthesis, mostly through plants, but also certain bacteria. Another reason it's a big discovery is because this happens at a depth that it wouldn't normally happen at because oceanic plankton, drifting plants, algae, and the bacteria that create oxygen, they don't usually get that deep. So it could possibly explain a lot about the ecosystems on the seafloor. Uh, we don't really know how much of an impact it has at this point. Apparently, these nodules are made up of a lot of what we use to create batteries, like lithium. However, companies that may be why companies are already showing an interest in mining these nodules, and I believe that can go one of two ways. Either one, they figure out how to synthetically reproduce these nodules, and then we can use it to reoxygenate our oceans and maybe even other bodies of water and help with the declining levels of oxygen there. Or two, companies just mine it all and the situation gets even worse. I think the second one's more likely. If we're likely, they might do both, but I have a feeling that mining it all and making the problem worse would come way sooner than fixing the problem. But hopefully I'm wrong. And just in case you don't know, the oceans have lost 1 to 2% of their oxygen since the middle of the 20th century, and model simulations predict a decline of up to 7% in the global oxygen content over the next 100 years. Trends expected to continue for at least the next 1,000, so hopefully we can do something to help curb that. But this has already been affecting our sea life. I'm not a professional, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it can be algae blooms, low oxygen, stuff like that. It's wreaking havoc already, and we really need to handle this responsibly. But if you thought this was cool, let me know. I'm happy to keep talking about weird science stuff that I find anytime. And thank you for watching. Have a good day, everyone.